Even President Donald Trump critics cannot deny his historic success in 2017 in appointing judges to the Supreme Court and lower federal court, exercising one of the greatest powers of the presidency in a way that will create lasting legacy shaping the destiny of the nation. President Trump's clearest single victory of the judicial front was the successful nomination of confrontation of Justice Neil Gorsuch to the U.S. Supreme Court. It began with the unexpected death of Justice Antonin Scalia in February 2016. For voters, the issue of the courts went from the abstract to the concrete, and judicial appointments became a red-hot issue. Polls show that the Supreme Court was the number one issue for a whopping 21% of voters on election day 2016, and that those voters broke for Trump by a huge margin of 57 to 40. The courts were one of his most potential political issues going into the ballot box. Yet for all this, they were confirmed without more than a handful of Democratic votes. The party that claims to be racial and gender diversity voted against judges they admitted were extremely well qualified, while those judges were openly conservative. Senate confirmations for well-qualified nominees have degenerated from unanimous all courts to unanimous for lower courts but party line at Supreme Court, to party line voters to the Court appeals. For 2 centuries, no precedent before President Trump had to combat such hyper-partisan obstruction. Even after cloture is invoked, Senate rules allow up to 30 hours additional debate. Each of these confirmations has been costly, yet the President and his allies have persisted. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley have been pushing one of nominee after another through his committee, and ended the blue slip courtesy that Democrats were using the veto to president nominees. Despite straining forced by his opponents to deny him successes, President Trump had phenomenal success in 2017, fulfilling his campaign promise to appoint principal conservatives to the U.S. Supreme Court and lower courts, with more in store for 2018, including another likely Supreme Court vacancy shortly before 2018 midterm elections.